On this episode of Formula World, Kubica, biggest fuck-up in F1 car. Lando Norris, star of the future. Resta in 2018. Sauber to become Ferrari junior team. Pushing Halo design limit. First up on Formula World, Kubica, biggest fuck-up in F1 car. The major talking point of the Hungarian round of testing was no doubt the return of Robert Kubica. It was the first time in 6 years that Kubica had taken part in an official F1 event. He undertook a full day of testing for Renault, which saw him examine his own physical capabilities and perform technical runs to gather data. His day got off to a rocky start when he went to leave the garage for the first time. He misjudged the exit and ran into a sign, causing it to collapse onto the car. Kubica himself has said the small incident was completely embarrassing, but laughed it off, calling it the biggest f*** up in F1.
I did one of the biggest f*** up in F1 car.
This was to be the only mishap of the day for Kubica, as he managed a best time that put him 4th fastest overall for the day, only bettered by the Ferraris of Kimi Raikkonen and Sebastian Vettel and youngster Lando Norris. Although it's hard to draw conclusions from the pace of testing laps alone, Robert himself stated that he has mixed feelings about the event, but enjoyed the experience and has gained a lot. It was a fantastic feeling for me to be here today, and also it was amazing to see so many fans come to see me out on track, so thank you to all of them. I learnt a lot about the latest generation of car, as there are a reasonable amount of differences between it and the Formula 1 cars I have driven in the past. I think we made good progress. After today, it's too early to say what the next step might be. For now, I owe a big thanks to everyone at Renault Sport Formula 1 team for making this test happen. Lando Norris, star of the future. The second day of testing at the Hungaroring saw McLaren test out 17-year-old Formula 3 driver Lando Norris, who impressed with a full day of running and managing the second fastest time of all drivers across both days, only 0.2 of a second behind Sebastian Vettel's leading time. McLaren racing director Eric Boullier said Lando has impressed the entire McLaren team and that he's a future star of the sport. Lando has impressed us all with his maturity, professionalism and speed. He got to grips very quickly with the car in only his first outing in the MCL 32. His feedback with the engineers has been valuable and accurate, and he's certainly an asset to our test driver lineup, not to mention a potential star of the future. Lando revelled in the experience that saw him set a best time almost half a second faster than current McLaren driver Stoffel van Dorn. Today has been a very exciting day for me, and something I've looked forward to for quite some time. It's been a really good day and a very productive one for all of us. I managed to get through all the tests that the team asked me to complete and everything went well. By the end of the day, I felt very comfortable. I got a lot of laps under my belt and I really enjoyed the experience. Resta in 2018. With Paul di Resta still gunning for a permanent seat in F1 and after a flawless substitute drive at the Hungarian Grand Prix, Williams' Chief Technical Officer Paddy Lowe has come out saying that all options are on the table for next year in regards to drivers. But he admits the current situation of having limited seats in the sport means some good drivers will have to miss out. I think di Resta's done his reputation no end of good this weekend. We're very open-minded about what we're going to do for next year anyway. Being open-minded, we'll consider all options. We've got a bit of a problem on the horizon with a lack of destinations for drivers that don't quite make it into Formula 1. Sauber to become Ferrari junior team? Less than a week after announcing the continued partnership of Ferrari and Sauber, Ferrari president Sergio Marchionne has come out saying that they are looking to strike up a deal that would see Sauber F1 become more of a junior team for Ferrari. When asked about it, he had the following to say. It is an excellent idea and something we are working on. We need space because we have a couple of young drivers that are exceptional. We need to find a place to lay the foundations for the Scuderia Ferrari of tomorrow. Maurizio Arrivabene has worked hard in recent months. We have made a commitment to give support to the teams that are going to come. The more there are, the better for us. Pushing Halo design limit. Debate still rages over the introduction of the cockpit halo, but as time goes by, the FIA is beginning to paint a clearer picture of the further development. One such adjustment will have to do with the size and width of the central strut that is in the driver's line of sight. FIA Safety Director Laurent Mekies recently stated that they will be looking to test the limit and see how small they can make it. The central strut is currently 20mm. We feel that we have the scope to reduce that thickness for the benefit of the driver's forward vision, so we will be testing before next year going as low as 16mm and see how much we can push it. FIA race director Charlie Whiting has also added that teams will be free to use the halo throughout the remainder of the year during any of the practice sessions on the first day of a race weekend. We've told some teams that have asked that they can use them during FP1 and FP2 and during in-season tests. Not tyre tests, but for example the 2-day test in Hungary, and in free practice sessions on the first day at any event, as most of them did last year. What are your thoughts on the Hungary test? Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my other videos for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.